Check this guy out. He's 61 and fitter than me. All of us are always looking ahead for inspiration as we grow older, and I've found Central Park Joe to be a personal inspiration. He works out every day in fun ways, and he likes to make friends along the way. Well, we met up with Joe for one of his infamous park workouts, played some workout games, and learned some big life lessons. Guys, we got Central Park Joe out here in Central Park, and I've come here to work out with him. You're how old now?
I'm 61. I'll be 62 in a couple of months. So,
and you look younger than me, which is yeah.
Clean living. From here, we're going to go from the rock. We're going to go to the ring push-ups.
Okay. So this is like a mixture of what you can fit in your backpack and on the go, and what you can find in your environment.
Exactly.
Love it.
I like training outside in nature. I like using what the landscape provides, which in this case are these rocks. We've got all this space out here, which we don't have in New York City in indoor gyms. What it does is it stimulates creativity, and it makes us kind of open our minds up and get outside of the artificial environment of the gym. So if we're going to be doing, say, like a carry with this rock right in the gym, like I'm overhead carrying it, I'm going maybe 10, 20 meters, and then I'm walking backwards. Here, I can keep going. The ground is uneven. This rock is uneven. It's just like life, you know, nothing is going to be symmetrical and perfect in life. And that's what this does, it mirrors that. We'll go bent over row, kind of a dead squat, overhead press with the rock. Then we'll go right into the ring push-ups. Let me grab this rock here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love his enthusiasm. He's
the real deal.
He's the real deal. RockFit, right? Yeah, it's good. This is real world training.
So
deadlifts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the kind of dead squat first.
You get a good stretch on this too.
Yeah, right.
And get the hamstrings if you do like a stiff leg variation.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's 10 bent over rows. Right? Yeah. And we'll go overhead press. For 10. Oh, I'm so sore from past 2 days of boxing. It's killing me.
So you do boxing on top of your circuits?
Well, ever since I started boxing, everything that I do is geared towards that outcome, which I think is really important, to have some sort of an outcome when you're working out. All right, and so I got these rings set up here from Grip Genie for push-ups. So, kind of.
I feel like rings are one of the best exercise equipment for almost anyone.
Oh, for sure.
Like I use it in every periodization phase, no matter what, for the last 12, 13 years since I started, whether it's building muscle, strength, whatever phase or whatever focus.
Exactly. Usually this whole area is filled with kids and parents and stuff, and they're having fun. The rings are a magnet. They come right over, and I always tell the parents, just go right on to Grip Genie right now. Cheaper than a PlayStation. And so the beauty of being out here is like, all of a sudden I'm thinking, you know what, let's jump up and do some pull-ups. Well, I'm short, so this is what I do.
Oh, okay.
Right?
He's gonna hold that between his legs and do this. It's like, ooh,
I've done it before.
You could. That's an adductor and a back exercise at the same time. You don't find those very many places. Joe, how many pull-ups you just done?
That was 10. So, all right.
Oh yeah, I might need this dude too.
Oh, woo! Just warming up. Nice. Well, very impressive. How much you weighing these days?
On 250.
250.
I'm not trying to gain weight. I'm heavy enough, man.
When you go back into a gym, like I did this certification, and I got there, and the first thing they asked me was, well, what type of gym do you train at? And I told them what I did. I said, I'm outside every day in Central Park. What do you do for weights? I lift rocks. And they kind of laughed at me, really. By the end of that weekend, the owner of the gym and the guy who was running it came up to me and said, well, can you tell me about this rock thing again? Because they couldn't believe that all the things that these guys were doing, it didn't seem that hard. Yeah. You know, balanced weights, like it seems so easy. Like, and that's what I love about this style of training. I guess Dan John calls it the what the hell effect, right?
Oh, love Dan John.
Yeah, your grip will get so strong out here just by virtue of it never being the same on these odd objects.
It's kind of a pun, but I think I'm a natural at natural stone lifting.
Yeah.
Like every time I've done it, I think I actually am naturally good at this.
Hafthor in Norway.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, they had me lift a stone. They said no one's done it on the first try.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
And I did it on the first try. And then they wrote my name on it like they said.
Exactly. I remember. My first love was bodybuilding.
Really?
Yeah, back in Pumping Iron, the book came out in 1973.
Yeah? The book?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a book.
Yeah, the book is great.
Shows how much I know about that history.
And when us kids saw that book, that was it. It was over. And then the movie, forget it.
The movie's great. Gotta love the Pumping Iron soundtrack too.
Right?
What's the best lighting position in the temple?
You making it hard on yourself, that narrow grip like that?
Yes. I've
Yeah.
intentionally narrowed my grip to increase the range of motion to make it a more difficult version of pull-ups.
That is, yeah.
And so when I'm with the calisthenics community here in New York, they're always like, Joe, you're making us look bad. This is the best way to start the day, guys. Especially if you're able to come out early in the day. The rest of your day is like, well, I've already done something that's really cool. All the other daily problems, they just fade away.
A long time ago, I did Taekwondo. A black belt camp, they had all the black belts go to this part of Alabama. And one of the things they did, I still remember it because I thought it made a lot of sense. We got out there all in our gis, you know, all clean. They had us all lined up, like 300 kids on a field, man. And they said, all right, it was wet like this, damp, kind of muddy. They said, get on the ground, roll around.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were like, why? You know, nobody asked why, but we're all thinking that. And they said the reason we did that is because you're gonna fall later. You might as well just get it over with.
The paddleboard philosophy. Like, you get onto a paddleboard in the ocean, and you're so afraid, right? You're kind of like, I don't want to fall, I don't want to fall. As soon as you fall, you get back up, you're relaxed, you know?
Yeah.
Happened to me, happened to Deb, you know?
You know, there's a lot of things in life that's kind of like that now that I think of it. That is like a microcosm of, like, if you're only getting first place trophies and whatever you compete in, you're afraid to lose. But the moment you start getting seconds, thirds, and not placing, it just changes everything about what you do about it.
Right.
I was listening to a podcast with Dave Tate, had Kristen Thibodeau on it, and Christian said the best placing you can get is second.
Everybody loved the second. They come, dude, you almost had it. Oh no, it was really you got lucky.
You always have something to shoot for.
Right.
But also, it's like nobody has these expectations about you at the same time, but no one disrespects you.
Right.
It's like the best middle ground.
It's a sweet spot. Because there's a guy who, I don't ever remember him winning at the highest level of bodybuilding, but he was a pro.
Yeah.
I think his name was Johnny Fuller. His training was so interesting. He did 10 sets of 32 reps per exercise.
You know what? If you just did this for like a certain amount of time, because I know a lot of viewers right now are probably like, just those 3 exercises? Yeah, but if you do this nonstop for an hour, holy crap, dude.
Right?
Like if you did the circuit nonstop for an hour and didn't count how many circuits or anything, like,
And that's it.
it would be awesome.
To me, the beauty of physical fitness is bringing it down into these base elements of just like, you know, picking something up, putting it over your head, pulling your body weight up, pushing your body weight away from the ground. That covers everything. Stan John says this all the time. The more inefficient you make this, the greater the results. And it's very true.
Yeah.
You know, for someone who's looking for just like a pure fitness sort of outcome from what we do, you can't beat things like this.
Dan John trains Olympic track athletes for old decades. He's really well respected in that community. He was telling me one of the ways they did periodize their plan is leading up to competition. They made exercises more and more god awful over time. Like, okay, now they're training in grass. Now they're training in wet grass. You know, anyone could do that. Just train with a deadlift bar that, you know, is got bad knurling on it, wider grip. Don't use chalk.
The artificial environment kind of stunts creativity, where this encourages it. Plus the community out here is great because you've got people interacting face to face. There's not a whole lot of devices clogging up their ears. So, and then the other interesting thing is you'll see people who are, you know, in high school or college instructing people who are hedge fund managers, and it's all good. One of the reasons why I do what I do in training people is to bring people together, and that's what physical fitness does. And the other 2 pillars of my 3-pillar philosophy are, it's music, education, and physical fitness. If you can kind of work through all those three things and expose yourself to different facets of those three pillars, then you're bound to find things that give your life meaning.
It's not what a goal is, it's what a goal does.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of people are hung up like, well, I don't know its meaning. It's like, it really doesn't matter what it is. You just have to choose something.
Yes. Now I know what Mike Tyson meant when he said discipline is doing something you hate but doing it like you love it. It's not that he was intentionally picking things that he hated. To me, he was doing things that attracted him and that he loved and that gave his life meaning, but he was doing it all day, every day to achieve an outcome, which is to become heavyweight champion.
So what it is, pull-up ladder.
Those guys should join in too. We're gonna hit the loop first.
The more
Okay.
the more people, the better. Actually, 4 people is good. Someone does a pull-up, 1. Next person does 1. Next person does 1. Next person does 1. If there's 4 of us, now everyone has to do 2. The rotation keeps going.
Yeah.
And then the winner, you know, there's no prize here, but the winner does the most. So you have to keep going. If you could only do 2, then every time it's your turn again, you just have to do 2 again. Pull-up ladder, we got this from Jen Thompson, so give credit to her. All right. 1. All right.
Right, Paul.
1.
There we go.
What did I get myself into with this guy? I didn't
Can't
point.
do anything.
Let's go, Paul.
I still haven't watched that video where I forgot about that. No.
I'll take some of that.
Some grip enhancement.
Well, yeah, a little performance enhancing chalk. Here we go.
All right.
That's it for me. I have to keep going. Join you guys too.
I only did about 50 yesterday to warm
50
up.
pull-ups
Yeah.
to warm up?
Yeah, just before boxing.
Joe's warm-up is your workout, but
Oh my goodness.
it's not going to work out.
Oh, 7.
Okay, well this is it. This is the last set of the pull-up ladder. You want to just go until AMRAP?
Sure.
All right, let's see how many you got. I think you could do 18. 3,
I say more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I'm really bad at guessing. 16,
Yeah, no, he's
17,
got at least 30.
18, 19, at least 30,
Yeah.
20. Breathe. 54,
Robots don't need to breathe.
Robots don't need to breathe.
28, at least 30, you said.
Yeah.
Come on.
No one's always
That's 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. How old are you?
47.
Wait, what? No. Okay, wait. Who cares about the pull-ups? How old are you again?
I'll be 47 in May.
I'm sorry, I gotta do this. Okay. All right.
You don't look it.
Guys, I'm 38, going on 72. According to the YouTube comments, ageifying me. But what is your secret for what is this a fountain of youth out here? What, like
That's
you
what it
exist
is.
too. He's 47 and he's doing a quad fallout as a cool down for his 33 pull-ups. So he did 140 for his workout before we goaded him into a pull-up ladder. He probably did at least 60 on the pull-up ladder, and then, so he done like 230 pull-ups. You know.
That's all I do.
Yeah, sure.
No, you're doing push-ups over there. You lift rocks?
No.
No, you don't lift rocks?
I lift my dog.
Okay, dude, you're a hero. Thank you. It's incredible.
Just motivated because you're here.
Part of what I think happens is that like people think, they see people my age, they see people like Paul, and a lot of times people come to me and they want me to train them, and that's what I do for a living. I train people, and they quit after a couple of months because I think people, they're under the kind of the assumption that because I'm an older guy who's in shape that I've got a secret. And really there isn't a secret. It's just you have to just devote yourself to this, and then the results will come.
You've been doing this for 50 years. There was a period there where you weren't working
Yeah.
out and you're out of shape. You
Yes.
got over 200 pounds.
Yes.
How much do you weigh now?
Yes, now this morning I was like 160-ish.
Okay,
Nice.
what was that about? What happened there?
I was in a relationship with someone who didn't value those things. And I
Yeah.
remember very distinctly we were having trouble in our relationship, and we went to like a psychologist. And I remember me confiding in this person. If I can only get back to exercise, if I can only get a bicycle or something.
Yeah.
And I remember both of them looking at me saying, "You think that's going to make you happy?" Like trivializing this.
Wow.
And that's when I knew that things had to change.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I got big and fat. I was working a desk job. You wouldn't recognize me. Yeah, in fact, I gave all my old clothes to people when I moved to New
Slim
York.
down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost about 30 pounds in 3 months because I was working a job in retail. So I was on my feet. I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was just moving around. And then I started to little by little think, you know what, I need to exercise again. 98 is when Mrs. Central Park and I got together. She got me a membership to a gym. She's like, you need to get back to working out. And it was really her that I credit as the catalyst to get me back into where I was able to go back into a gym. And I remember that first day back there, I had like 7 layers on. I was so embarrassed. I just sat down and I did a bunch of machines. And like, as you said, I left there, I felt like I just won the Mr. Olympia. You
Felt
know?
so good.
Yeah, and then I just kept going back, kept going back.
Yeah.
And and the rest is history. Oh, with the sun now that's out, man.
Did you even warm up?
I did.
Oh, okay.
So just walking the dog, right? That's a warm up.
Wow.
One of the things that really resonated with me back when I first started working out here was before he was UFC champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov, there were some videos that came out of Dagestan of him training in the mountains. They lifted rocks, they did pull-ups, they were running up and down hills, and I thought to myself, well, he's forging an iron will, like he's undefeated. Like, there must be something to this. That changed everything. Like, I stopped bringing a yoga mat out. I stopped using gloves for the most part. I was just like, I'm getting dirty.
I feel like we're playing workout games here.
Yeah, the workout
games. You want to pick another game?
Yeah, what should we do?
Ring rows. Round out a back workout.
Okay.
And we gotta do a teamwork. 10 minutes, which is 600 seconds. We're gonna try to do 500 ring rows in 600 seconds. So it's almost a rep per second. Now there's 3 of us. We're helping each other out. We're all going to try to get there. Woody, you want to keep count?
All right, timer has started.
7, 58. Okay, we'll just keep going. And here you go. This is where 290, 291. Get the 300. You could be Mr. 300.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 300 in 2 minutes. 4 more reps left. Go. 4 more reps. 10 seconds left. 3. 350.
Wow.
350.
Great work.
That's it.
Nice job, guys.
That's crazy work right there. Good work, man.
Yeah. Good job.
Good job, you guys. I'm rocking with you guys.
We did it. Woo! We did 350 reps.
Can't see the screen at all.
350 reps in 10 minutes.
Nice.
So good, man. What I've been working really hard on is bringing my heart rate down in between really serious bouts of exercise. So I've been doing this, I guess it's going around now, it's that Norwegian VO2 Max Protocol. So you go as hard as you can for 4 minutes, then you rest 3 minutes, then you go as hard as you can for 4 minutes, and you do that 4 times. So I've been doing it with burpees, and so I'm trying to get like between 50 and 55 burpees every 4 minutes, and then I kind of jog in place for 3 minutes, and then I go right back to it. And it's really helping. Oh, this feels so good.
Wow.
This feels so good.
How many are we doing?
I don't think we're going to do a time target. We're just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Board. Wow.
Right?
It's a good weight.
It is. Plus it's just uneven, it's cold, it's got dirt on it. Yeah.
A little higher on the back.
Good.
All right, I'll spot you.
Wow, Paul.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
I told you she was a beast.
You're doing as much weight as Joe. Did you know that?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I started.
Yeah.
Going low enough. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. That was
Work.
awesome.
7.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay.
8. There we go. Perfect.
Thank you.
What's interesting about this training right now, just this particular thing, it's not like, oh, we have to do this in 45 minutes before we get cold and got to keep the workout moving along. It's just like, we're just here. We made the time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what do you want to do now? You just kind of one thing next, playing games along the way with your friends, and it's just like it's a different experience. And like this is a workout that's like encapsulated in this thing that makes you nervous and anxious. It's just like, you want to do push-ups with Rock now? Yeah.
Three wise men didn't knock on the door and hand us the tablets with the workout of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. Oh,
There we go. Oh, it's still pretty hard.
all right, go.
Oh wait, how could you could do them and I couldn't?
I was gonna-
Dude, Jack, Joe.
Yeah.
Want to do a post down? Get over here.
All right, this is the old style
Yeah.
of chest. Right?
What's your favorite pose?
I have several depending on the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Sergeant Bray, just that standing relaxed pose.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Just that.
Just looks full.
He'd win every contest if that was the criteria. Arnold, this one,
Yeah.
on
Nice.
Muscle Rock, that was my favorite. Dave Draper,
Yeah.
that mantis pose he would do.
Yeah.
Dave Draper had those giant arms. The beauty of that is like they sold that lifestyle. All you wanted to do was go on the beach and lift and be outside.
They had fun.
Yeah, it was. And they had a real off season, and I think that contributes to longevity because nowadays with social media, you're under pressure to look good 12 months a year. And that what that means is you have to be in shape 12 months a year. Whereas in the old days, they trained, for 4 months for the major contest, then they take off 3 months. Yeah, like Arnold.
And by take off, they go goof off and have
Oh yeah,
fun.
yeah. Like if you saw Arnold in the off season, he just looked like a normal guy.
Yeah.
You couldn't even tell he was a lifter. Yeah. Frank Zane, the same thing. Yeah, I remember they used to come through to the gym that I would go to. They would do seminars there, and half the time you'd be like, "Wow,"
Yeah.
But then come contest time, and that's contributes to the longevity for
Right.
sure.
Maybe 26.7, maybe 67.9.
Right. And
Those look great.
yeah.
Look at that. It's just full.
Yep.
And it's like clean.
One of the things that I find interesting is when people talk about, today was a Sufferfest as a workout. And I tend to not use that word.
Sufferfest.
Yeah, because look, it's going to be hard and challenging, but real suffering has nothing to do with this. What I did was I reached out to two communities when I got tired of hearing that. One was the military community, and the other was the fight sports / martial arts world. And I figured, let's talk to people who depend on their fitness for their life. And very welcoming communities. Yeah, very welcoming. And so it's always great to see those communities out here, whether it be someone training for a fight or someone who's training for the military, see what they do. How do they work out?
Yeah.
And then I incorporate that into my workouts.
If nothing else, I know a lot of people, I've been in a mindset before, it's like, well, that's just like exercise. That's not sports specific.
Right, right.
But when you're in that place, and I've been there before, guys, be a little bit more open-minded about, at least, if not like the actual programming and exercise selection, the mindset. So you can look at the way they think about exercise,
you.
approach it, and how they integrate into what they do.
Oh, look at that. It's Stonehenge.
Are they already there?
Yeah, they're all there.
Here we go.
You got it.
Oh, Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's
That was
awesome.
intense.
Fist
Good
bump.
job.
Thanks, guys. Guys, who was just hanging out here, I feel like we're in ancient Greece. The
Yes.
guys used to just like go out, and I think they called it the gymnasium.
It was, yeah.
I mean, go back, look at ancient history like that. We talk about like 400, 0 BC, maybe something around there. The guys used to just go out and hang outside, just try this, work out here, hang out and chat. We've been out here for like 3 or 4 hours, but he's bouncing around, he's restless. So we're gonna do cardio now, but we wanted to make sure that you check out Joe on social media if you already haven't. Check out the description below, as well as where else can you have any other places that you want people to find you?
Well, it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook currently.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
You're all over the place, man.
I am. I'm trying to get there.
We're gonna do cardio out here now, so check you later.